Alright. Hopefully I'm hearable. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I think we're back at it today doing more dumb shit. Let me switch to the lo-fi. Then I'll turn my camera on and stuff. Where the hell is it at? Here we go. Kiwi juice. Easy shit today. I don't feel like working that hard. It's Saturday. Where is... Here we go. And... Alright, yeah, now I'm visible. Hopefully everything... Hopefully the sound's good and everything. I think it is. I really have no plan, so I guess we'll just jump right into it and see where we're at. So last time I made some assets. I have a CSV now of assets that we need. Let me bring that up. Sorry. Open... Where the hell is it at? Here we go. So here's my CSV. We have a name, we have an ID, we have an effect, a magnitude, a throwable, a damage type, a duration, and a cost. So we have like, I don't know if we're going to be able to do tactical soap because that's a name brand that Cobra sells. But by golly, we're going to try. Damn. Actually, I can do this. Look at that. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I guess we have to make some of these models because we don't have them yet. We have the trash burger. We have the... I think we have the... I made the cocaine model. That one's pretty good. The mead we made. And then, yeah. Alright, so let's just run the game and see what we got. I think I fixed some bugs too. Hope everyone's Saturday is going well. I didn't wake up till like 12 o'clock today, so it was pretty nice. I get to sleep in. Immediately woke up and got like slammed up on coffee. Feeling good. Alright. It's gonna take a second to load, but then we should be in. Alright, we'll load the game. Cool. So, we have some props around them, but don't really worry too much about those. We're just going to invade Ricada's personal space and see what he does. And I'll turn that off for a second. So Ricada's taking his turn. He's going to use one of his attacks. I think he's going to use Lawyer, and he's going to use it on Cyrax, who's actually he's on the enemy team, but Ricada doesn't know that. So I need to fix that, and I also need to add like brackets around them. So like, you know, red and then green for the good cows. So he used Lawyer, and okay, so that actually seemed to work correctly. So we got King Cobra here. I don't think we can use Black Flame, but we can use Green Smoke, and that should heal people. So let's move over to where Ralph and them are. Let's try and heal them. So I think Ralph's health went up, and so did DSP's. And then we're back in the turn-based state, but we're not switching animations. So I have to figure something out about that. But then let's end our turn. Looks like it goes to Ralph. If I go, can I make it to Ricada? How close can I get? This is my movement down here. I might be blocking it. I probably am. There's like this... Let me put it like right... Maybe like right there. Whatever. It's all fucked up now. Anyway, there's like this little square that tells you how much you can move. A little circle. Just so that you know that. And then we'll try and get closer to Ricada. How far can we go? That's about it. Okay. So I guess then we'll hit our hardened gunt.
Uses hardened gunt.
So that seemed to work. And kill stream kick.
Uses kill stream kick.
So for whatever reason he freezes in that animation. So let me make a little notepad note. Ethan freezes after his kill stream kick. Cool. But I think we should still be able to end our turn. Alright. I think iDubbbz doesn't do anything right now. He's just the model. Cobra's still smoking away over there. Alright, let's end our turn. Mark. The King of Hate, DSP. DSP doesn't have a lot of movement speed, but we can do this. Let's go ahead and use Snort. And it says +5 health up here, but we didn't add anything over there, so that's not great. And then we got Beg. And this makes everyone pay him a random amount, so you can see like, oh shit, like amount taken, 5. Cool. So that one's working correctly. And we can end our turn here, and then it goes to Cyrax, and then he should attack for himself. But it looks like he's stuck. So I think everything's stuck right now. He should be using Stink or Infest are his 2 attacks. He can either attack you with bugs, or he can just stink up the entire room and deal damage to everyone. But I think his animations are bugged right now, and that's what's causing that. So I guess we'll work on that. Oh, Ralph gained more health from Cobra's thing. Just not DSP. Interesting. So let me do this. We need to differentiate between friendly and enemy cows in the battle manager. Let's go with like red/green brackets. And then Cyrax is bugged. Cool. Let's not do that. Let's just, I don't want to save this, I just kind of want to have it available. Okay, so let's get out of here. So that's where we're at, and we do the animations. I bet they're just wrong on his thing here, so let me turn that back on. What am I making? I am making a Lolcow video game. The weekend doesn't stop the grind. How's it going? Freak Show Jimmy's Crackhead Dungeon. And Nomino Productions, I am making a, it's a Lolcow video game. So it's basically going to be like Baldur's Gate, but with internet personalities. And most of them are like, you know, has-been internet personalities that are not doing so good. So we got like King Cobra, if you're familiar with him. He's a guy, kind of an autistic man that everyone kind of admires, but he's sadly kind of living out his last days in a trailer that his dad has bought him. And it's like, pal, you're only 39. You might need to maybe rethink your life choices a bit. We got Nick Ricada, who was he was the Pope of LawTube, a big-time YouTube streamer, but he got into drugs, and it pretty much broke him. And now he's facing 5 years probation, and there was like a whole public trial about him. And he made a bunch of money covering other people's trials, but when it came to his trial being covered, he was like, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. So that's what it was. We got Ralph, who is just a felon who's avoiding child support by hiding out in Mexico. Had a stream called The Kill Stream. And I'm actually wearing the shirt. Yo, Sunset Productions, back in the day, used to sell these shirts. Killstream was a show on YouTube, and then it got banned from YouTube. It was like a right-wing talk show that used to have people on to come and yell at each other. and then it devolved. There was like a whole scene for that. We got DSP, who is probably currently right now begging for money on a live stream. That's all he ever does. For the last 15 years, this guy's been playing video games and begging for money. So yeah, I'm creating a game where all of these personalities are going to duke it out. And DSP and Ralph actually did a wrestling show together, and Ralph was completely drunk and pilled out of his mind. It was pretty good. So yeah, that was recent too. That was like in the last few weeks. But yeah, so what are we doing today? That's right, I always get messed up. So Ethan is freezing on his kick. Let's take a look at his kick. Kick C, we are resetting the kick. I'm pretty sure this is happening. Let's take a look if we get that input. So, here's the spell you were looking for. So that was DSP. This is Ralph right here. You ain't got no moves, bish. Let's see. Are we getting to the kick? Yeah, we got here to the kick. We are resetting the kick. Awesome. So that means that this right here is playing, which is returning us to turn-based. But why is our animation stuck in the kick? That was what the bug was, right? Ethan freezes after his kill stream kick. Interesting. Let's take a look at Cyrax as well. We had some issues with him. He just didn't do anything, so... okay. Turn, attack. Okay, so we don't have any things for him to do yet. We need to instantiate those in. This is his actual script. Awesome. So we need to basically do this. I think it's Stink and Infest. Stink and Infest. I have a CSV of these, so if I go to... These are like cows over here, and then these are the abilities. So yeah, Stink and Infest are the two abilities that he has. I just don't have any voice lines for those yet, so I might have to create those. But let me go to my announcer, form attack. Okay, let me go to the script. Let me put in a little loop here, so we'll say if name, how do I just check if it comes back? I guess it would be null, right? If name is not equal to null, then we'll do this stuff. Yeah. Like this basically says like DSP uses beg or something like that, but we don't have voice lines, so it's going to give me a ton of errors. So all I'm trying to do is just skip it if it doesn't find the name of the voice line. Cool. So I think that should... I just don't want to have a ton of errors. I think it should do us a little bit better. So... nice. We'll go back to Cyrax here. I think we should be doing that. So turn attack, increment strategy. Let's take a look with Ricada. So yeah, we are going to have to do some more stuff here. Cool. We're going to have to do this, get tree, call group, action cam, show move, and then we pass in ourselves. This basically moves. We have this little thing called the Kiwi cam. Yeah. Hold on, let me display that. It's this little like drone right here. And the idea is like you're watching this through a live stream, so the camera is going to like, you know, go around and follow the cows. Yeah, and then you're going to have like the ability to power them up through like super chats and shit like that. But yeah, I'm going to have this little drone follow around, and whenever one of them does the attack, it's going to go like in and circle them and do like a cool cinematic sequence. Very, I don't know, like Final Fantasy, where they're doing all the animations for the attack type shit. I think that's the way to do it. Cool. Yeah, I figured like this game, I've just been kind of leaning more like towards cartoony and just dumb bullshit. So it's like I'm never gonna take anything here too seriously. So it's like, you know, it's totally within the realm of possibility for Cobra to like summon Homeboy Scotty to go at you with the broadsword in this game. Even though I think Homeboy Scotty's dead, but. Alright. Nice. Cool. So, that's right, we're fixing Cyrax. So what do we want to do? We want to use one of our things here. One of our animations. Whenever we do our attack, we gotta have some type of way of like emoting our attack. So, I think we'll just do this one, like the spell A. We'll just do that. I had a funny one where he like lifted up his arms and then there was like stuff shooting out of his arms to like show stink. But I don't think that's gonna work out well. We gotta get rid of this vape too. That was an item. I'm making an inventory, but we don't have enough items yet. So cool. What are we gonna do? Let's we just gotta call this spell A. It's not looping. Once that spell finishes, we're gonna have to call another thing. So we'll do this. Spell A. Excuse me, sorry. What are we gonna do here? Print. We are finishing our stink attack. Cool. And then this right here just creates a little bit of a freeze on our character because it's like, otherwise it would be like instant. It's very jarring for the player, but here you have a little bit of like a gap. So it's like Cyrax uses this, and then it's like, wait 1 second, and then it's like, oh, Cyrax does that. Instead of like boom, bam, bam, it's very disorienting. So yeah, we gotta throw that in there. This hit enemies in range with the spell. So we have this increment strategy, which is like a big long dictionary that's like a targeting function that I have, and it basically goes through so if we have these enemies and we're kind of looking at it in this axis, all it's going to do is just check how close these guys are, and then it will say, can I hit like these guys? So we have Cyrax over here, and if you imagine this circle is like his range on that attack. So the attack knows its range, and it knows where he is, and it knows where these guys are. So it would be like, if I moved him over here, can I hit both of these guys, or can I hit both of these guys, or how many enemies? It's basically trying to hit the most amount of enemies with his attack as possible. And if he can't do that, it's going to go for the lowest health enemy. And then if he can't do any of those, he's just going to go for the closest enemy. So I think it prioritizes amount, and then health, and then proximity is basically the way it goes. And it's basically this big, long, fucked up function that I have that I need to condense down because it's unmanageable at this point, and it's like running through a whole bunch of other functions. But it was like the prototype, and I had no idea what I was doing, so I needed it. But yeah, that's basically how it works. So it just returns what spell we're using. The increment strategy is just saying use this spell and do that. So we can pull information from that spell. And hit enemies in range just sees if they're in the range, and then it will tell those enemies you've been hit. Our intention arrow just tells us what spell we're using. It basically just creates an arrow, and it tells us where we're moving and what we're trying to do. And then it gets rid of itself here. So we're just telling it to kill itself and get off the screen. And then we have to return to our previous state of turn action, I guess. We're going to go here. We got to copy this, but we're going to do Cyrax turn props, probably. Here, Cyrax. Nice. And I'm actually going to probably just do this for right now. Probably not a great way to do it, because we're overriding a function in our player class here. So this was Ricado's code. I'm getting rid of that. Cool. Let me grab some coffee. All right. Cool. So I think that will work on animation player finished, and then we go back to Nick Ricada. Let me grab this here, and I'm just gonna copy and paste it, and then I'm gonna kind of follow that as a guideline. So we got to call the animation player to play. Awesome. So we'll do that. I'm pretty sure it's spell A, right? Up here, yes, spell A. We're calling that. We don't need this. We've already done that. So that was to play the effect of. We have Hava Nagala playing for the lawyer attack, but we're not going to need that here. So we'll just do. We just need to tell the action cam to move, and then we'll get rid of these. Cool. Nice. I think that'll work. Let's see. Because once the spell finishes, hopefully we just only use the stink and not the infest, because we don't have any code for this one. So let's actually go to this. Let's see. If I go, not that one, I guess I think I need. It's not stats, it's latest. I need the cost of the spell, so. Sorry, this is probably hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, so the fourth from the end. And this is the stink function right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure this is Cyrax's other attack, right? No, it's not. Infest, here we go. Here's the other attack. Let's just make sure that it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just turn this up to like 40. That way the cost is too high and you can never use it. And yeah, that's looking good. I go to stats. I don't think that one's in use anymore. I probably need to get rid of that. But let's, oh, that's right, the brackets. Let's open up GIMP. Alright, so file, how big should this be? I'm just going to go 1080 by 1080, and then I think we can scale it in Godot, if that makes any sense. Let's go add alpha channel, and we'll take this and do this professionally. We've got to get rid of all this shit. Bam, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Now we need to, so I basically just want brackets kind of like this, but you know, better looking. So how are we going to do that? I guess I could just try and, oh, can I just, I can do this. If I hold shift, that makes me draw straight lines. So I can go here, and then shift, hold on. Okay, so I can do that, and then I can, oh, so it'll go from the last place I clicked. So if I click here, awesome. So if I, if I just, I'm trying to leave a little spot in the middle. If I click here, and then I go here, and I click again, and then if I went here, and I clicked, and I went like, basically to the, right there, and I clicked. So we have this kind of bracket. I guess I would need, is there a way to like show a grid on here? Whatever, I want to do that again, but I want to do it with the smoke, and I'm going to do it faster this time. Well, let's do it with like something, what would this look like if I went like here, and then, I don't know, I want to have something like somewhat interesting. What if I go to filters and I blur it a little? I don't know. What do you think? whatever. We'll just do that for now. Alright, so what happens if I just take this and flip it? Control C, Control V. We'll go here, and then I'll go layers, flip. It's not symmetrical at all, is it? But it's good enough. I kind of like the way that looks. Fine with me. So now let's export this. Let's actually do this. I'm going to file, export as, we'll say, where am I going to go with this? Barber's Gate. Let's just go textures here, and I'm going to do, what are we going to call it? Brackets. Brackets.png. And then we're actually going to open that up, brackets.png. And we'll go colorize, and can we do like a green one for the, yeah, I want like a nice neon green like that for the enemy, I mean for the player cows. We'll probably have to change this, but for right now I just want like something to easily see. Alright, so let's export as, and then we'll go to the where the hell is it? Godot project, UI. We'll put it in the character images, why not? We'll go brackets, green. And then we'll go colorize, and we'll make it red. Probably somewhere in there. Something a little menacing. And we'll go file, export as, brackets, red. Cool. So I have this I have this thing that pops up at the beginning. It's called the battle initiator or something. It shows up here, and it shows like the turns you gotta take. Let me see if I can find that. Battle arranger, here we go. Nice. So let me look at the code for this. Ah, great. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Cool. So I guess we're not adding any shaders right now. Let's do this. We'll go... Oh, so we do have an overlay kind of put in. We'll go var brackets equals texture texture rect dot new, I think. Pretty sure. We're basically going to be doing the same thing again. So I'm just going to grab this. All this does is create a new texture rect and then assign it an image. So for here we need to figure out, we'll say brackets, and we need to make a var brackets, and then we'll just say if so if we say players, what are we actually looping through? Are we looping through all the players? Update battle arranger. Players.battle points. Current health. Let me just actually print out players here. Print players, and then we'll say we are updating the players in the battle arranger. Cool. So yeah, what I want to do is basically check whether they're in the group enemy or check whether they're in the group player, and then if they're in the player group, then we'll give them green brackets, and if they're in the enemy group, then we'll give them red brackets. But I don't know if we're like looping through all of them or how this is being called, so I just need to check that first before I start doing all this shit. Cool, so all we have to do is make that texture. And those were still there. Nice. Alright. Let's just run the game again, and let me get rid of some of these print statements. Cool. Cobra. Need to get rid of that. Let's get rid of some of this. Oh, are we, when we make the, another thing was Cobra's smoke never stops emitting, so intention arrow. Oh, that's black flame. So where's green smoke? All right. Cobra's turn props. Sitting, radio, instantiate, smoke, instantiate. So we are adding it to the props. Interesting. And are we getting rid of that? Yeah. Cobra's turn props. Delete. So I do want to do this. Nodes.name. Cool. That'll actually help us a little bit. So let me write down some stuff I want to check for. Check for Cobra's smoke attack leaving. Cool. Check Cyrax spell work. Spell works. Okay, I think that's it for now. Nice. I guess we'll just run it and see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna pause the music and we'll have the wondrous music that I got from fucking Open Game Art. Cool. Just might take a second. Might take a second to load. I have an i9 fucking CPU, but then I have like a 580 shitty graphics card. Okay. Awesome. I need to make some stuff to turn up the volume a little bit too. I am too pissed at this stupid game, DSP.
Have fun. Make fun of me all you want. I don't care. Have fun. Make fun of me all you want.
Okay, so now Ricada is going to use Lawyer on DSP.
Nick Ricada.
Oh, he uses it on Cyrax.
Lawyer.
I need to make that circle not as visible because it kind of instantiates over top of everything and makes everything red. And I hid, there's like a, oh man, let me actually turn that back on real quick and I'll show you. Where is my camera holder? If I display this. So this is the view from the Kiwi cam. Let's actually try another attack. So who are we right now? We're King Cobra, awesome. So if I use green smoke. So yeah, his smoke sticks there. I don't understand what's going on here. Let's take a look. So if I go back to Best Cobra and we go 4 nodes on animation player, animation finished, node name, sitting. We are deleting, so we should see somewhere in here we are deleting. We are updating, we are updating. Okay, so we enter turn, Ricada, Lawyer, okay. You're updating the player. We got here to spell. Damn, so I guess we are not getting We're not getting here for whatever reason. Can we control F down here? I don't think so. We are deleting. We are... Yeah, so that's not showing up. Interesting. Cobe's turn, props. Maybe they're being deleted before that somewhere. Let me do this. Print. We finished sitting animation. Let's see if we have the sitting animation. Is it looping? Where could it possibly be? Sitting. It's not looping. Okay. And is that the animation that we're calling? Yes. So the animation should be finishing and we should be getting here, but we're not. Alright, whatever. We'll move. I don't think it's gonna... It like definitely doesn't remember all that code. Just double check. We are updating the player. Yeah. I don't think we're doing that. Alright, so cool. Okay, let's keep going. Let's end our turn. It's now Ralph's turn. We'll walk over here and we'll use the kick. I think we should be able to actually damage some people this time.
Ethan Ralph uses kill streak kick.
And we are stuck in that animation. So what are we doing over here? We are resetting the kick. So we go to Ralph. We are resetting the kick. Next state equals turn based. And if we go to our player class, where the hell is it? Player class. We go to turn based. Control F on this guy. All we should be doing is doing this idle fight A. We should just be telling our animation player to play this idle fight, and then in turn-based mode equals true. And we're getting there. We are resetting the kick. Actually, we're not getting there because this would print afterwards. I don't know. Does that matter at all? What I just did there? Shouldn't, right? This looks right. This looks right there because we are playing that random clip and we are getting here. Current state, yeah. So I guess we'll see next time. If I use hardened guns, it works.
Uses hardened guns.
He plays his animation, then he goes right back to it. So let's take a look at that. Hardened guns. We do that. Anger B. Kick C. Anger B. Next state turn base, so it's the same thing. We got to Ralph's. Cool, but then he doesn't play hold on now. So we got to Ralph's, and then shouldn't he, when he goes into the player class, shouldn't this be printing out? Ralph's in that on the first tick, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe we never change states. Let's actually, can we do this? Whatever. That's pretty significant right here. I'm not sure what's going on, but we do need to fix that. But I'll end this turn.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
And then our active image also isn't updating. We can snort, and that heals. And this also isn't updating. It's kind of hard to see because of my head, but we have this walk cycle isn't updating with how much we have to walk, so it's kind of confusing. A lot of stuff I got to do here. How's it going, GS? Okay, so let's try. We'll end the turn. Haha, Cyrax is attacking.
Uses stink.
Oh wow, Cyrax does have. What is the problem here? Get tree. Okay, so we don't do that because we don't have any props to get rid of. But yeah, so Cyrax can use his stink function. Let's go ahead and rerun this real quick. Interesting stuff here, very fun stuff. Yeah, I think maybe in my game manager, there's like a separate script that kind of moves the combat along, and I think in my game manager, what I've done is maybe changed the states of my characters, and that was not a wise decision. I only need to have one. I either need to have the characters moving them along or the game manager, but I can't have both. Alright, so let's try. Doesn't really matter who we attack with first because, like, who walks into their circle. It's basically based off the speed.
Have fun. Make fun of me. I don't care. Have fun. Make fun of me. I don't care.
Cool. So Ralph, Ricada should use lawyer.
Nick Ricada uses lawyer.
Bam.
Have fun. Make fun of
So
me.
you can see he aimed it at he aimed it at Cyrax, but you can see that every one of the characters flinched. That's because it's like a I think it's got range on it. I think it has like a range of like 10 or something. Enough units to hit DSP. I think it's like 15 or 30 units, but it confuses all of its targets. So that's why they all took 0 damage, but they have like status effects, but I haven't coded that in yet. But yeah, it's Cobes now. Let's go. Green smoke. Okay, so I think the issue is that he shouldn't be in the turn-based state when he's sitting. When he's in this, he should be in turn action. So I think that's where something's messed up. I think it's how I have it supposedly coded. Yeah, because then once he finishes that, it wouldn't be registering that he's moving. That makes a lot of sense. Because we're checking for the first tick. We're checking for if the previous state is not equal to the current state. But if he's already in the turn-based state, and then we're saying, oh, if he's in it, change the animation. He's already in it, so he's not going to change that animation. So I think my game manager is changing him back to the idle state of the turn-based before we're supposed to be going there. That's my assumption. Let me write that down. I think the game manager is bossing our player cows around preemptively, much like Keemstar. Bossing around Boogie and Wings. I'm pretty sure the Wings knocking down Kelly was all kayfabe, though. It's all a work. So who are we now? Are we Ralph? Are we the Ralpha male? We are the Ralpha male. Nice. So we have some props for Ralph, actually. I just wanted to show this off. We have this trash burger, and that's because one time he was at a gas station and he pulled a burger out of the trash and ate it, supposedly, allegedly. And then we have this nice Chinese vape right here. I made that yesterday or a few days ago in Blender, but it looks pretty good. The sheet metal right here says poison, and then it's got this big button on the side. Let me see if I can get a better Get a better view of that. There we go. Right there. I'm pretty proud of that model. Okay, so we're in the turn-based. Let's move over here and let's kick the hell out of Ricada.
Ethan Ralph uses kill stream kick.
So they're not taking any damage. Okay.
Ethan Ralph
Uses.
hardened guns.
Cool. So that works decent, but I think we are still preemptively moving because turn-based just sticks over his head. He should be going into turn action or something. Okay. Yeah, so that's DSP spurging out. I guess we'll walk over here. We really don't need to test anything on DSP. Can we walk at all? Oh yeah, he's pretty fat, so we can't walk much. And if we look down here, I think we have like the turn-based and stuff like that that's supposed to be up over his head, but I kind of messed that up, so we got to fix that. Let me just write that in. Fix DSP's labels. Damn. Okay. Nice. So, alright, the battle manager too. We gotta see how this shit works. Let's take a look. I'm just gonna close this for now. We got enough stuff to do here. Cool. I'm just going to arranger. We are updating the players in the battle arranger. So if I like grab one of these and then I get rid of this, does it stick around? Of course not. No. We are updating the players in the battle arranger. So okay, so it's definitely going through that function for each one of them. So it's looping in the previous function and then enacting on each character. So that's actually good for us in how we write it. That means we can go back to our battle arranger and check for if they are in the player group or if they are of the enemy group. We can actually check the class. We can check the player class or enemy class. We can do that if we want. Very sophisticated shit down here. So let's go to the battle arranger and we'll just check that for our brackets. If players dot what is it, get class equals player, what is it over there, enemy class. All right, so we'll just do enemy class. We'll say brackets equals load. Let me turn back on some music. We'll get the vibe going, dude. What do we want? Let's do, I'm gonna do country for a minute. Where is that song? Where's Drunk as Hell? I like that song. Hellfire, here we go. Dumb shit. So if I look for brackets, what's the problem here? There's already a variable named brackets declared in the scope. Is there really? Oh. Equals load, and we want load. Here we go. Now you're working like I want you to actually fucking work. There we go. Brackets, brackets red. And we'll say else. Brackets equals load a Rooney, and we'll load the brackets green because they're a player. I mean, yeah, they are a player. Awesome. So now we just need to post these over top of the player images so their face has that like brackets on the side. Cool. I think that'll do. Nice. So we basically just made a texture rect. Let's see what I did here. This is the actual player image, so I want to add this, I guess, on top of the player image. So can I add it as a child of the player image? Can I say like I dot add child brackets yeah, brackets. Nice, I can. And I want to say this to brackets.expand mode, and then there should be a where am I telling it how big it should be? Custom minimum size. Awesome. Let's do that. I'm pretty sure it's that one. So if I go here, I'm just going to paste that. Then I'm going to grab this shit. I'm a copy and paste coder. I'm very intelligent here. Let's try that. Let's see what that does. And I might have to set the anchor point like up at the top right or the top left or wherever the hell. But I think we should be okay. Yeah, I think that should work, right? We added the child, we gave it a size, we assigned it, we made it. Do we have to instantiate it? Do we? I don't think so. Interesting. We'll load it on up. Yeah, it's going to take a second to load. Alright, we got all our cows dancing under the juicy moon. Alright, okay. I'll hit I. And then if I hit I again, we actually... Oh, shit. That was stupid. Sorry, let me run that again. I have an inventory, but I forgot I need to select a character first. I forgot to... I gotta change the active character instance to update when the game is created, instead of, like, when I pick one of them. Alright, we'll load in. Oh, thank you, Egalitarian X, whatever that is, cheap viewers on Stream Boo. Oh, I'll have to go check that out. Definitely not a scam. Okay. So now if I hit I, we can see we have like a bunch of stuff we can use. But it doesn't do anything right now, it just kind of clicks around. So, what was I even testing? That's right, the battle instantiator. So let's get instantiated. Oh no. The object-derived class is not a subclass of the expected argument class. So I do need to, I think, do this. Var... yeah, I guess we'll call it B equals what, brackets dot instantiate right? I think that's how it's done. Label dot new yeah, hold on. Name label. We assign the text. Where is it getting added? Name label. Add child. What the hell? So we don't have to instantiate it? Invalid type in function add child in base texture rec. The object-derived class is not a subclass. Oh. That's right, because that's a texture, and we want to do this. Brackets dot, yeah, texture. There we go. Sorry. And we don't need to do that. Nice. Yeah, that confused me for a second, but then I'm like, yeah, we're just basically, we made a brackets object, but then we took that object and made it something completely different. We just made it an image in Godot, and not the texture rect class that image Godot actually needs. All right. Alright, let's just pick any of our cows. DSP, go over there, attack him. Beat his ass, DSP. Alright. Hey, there we go. But they're all green. What the hell?
Uses lawyer.
Cool. So,
Have fun. Make fun of me.
I think I need to make all of these bigger. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just go here. Battle Arranger. Let's say make the images bigger. Make text better. We're gonna make the text great again. Okay. Make the images bigger. Make the text better. What else do we need to do? Oh yeah, change based on class. I think they're just not. They're. I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check that. Yeah, but I am gonna have to take a break because I have to use the bathroom. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of leave this on the screen, and yeah, I'll be right back. So let me do this. Leave something interesting up on the fucking screen. Whatever. Where's my slideshow? There we go. And right here. BRB. 5 mins. Alright, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright. Let me hide some shit. Alright, we'll hide that. And then we'll grab this. Nice. Alright, I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, we're back at it. Okay. We got Cobra, so I gotta fix this. Let's just focus on that first. Excuse me, sorry. Zoned out a little bit there. Okay. So these, this size really isn't doing it for us right now. Let's try, what do we go, 150? And on this one, we'll say, it's X and Y, right? So like 150 and then we'll go 250. It needs to be higher on that Y axis, so it sucks that we have to go through all that process just to check this, but it's like, you know, I'd have to recode a bunch of shit. I'm not doing that, so. Yeah. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Is anyone working on Godot projects currently, or doing anything anything cool tech-wise? I'm sure we have a bunch of tech wizards here. Oh man, does everyone remember Corona? Was that even real? Yeah. Okay. Alright, Battle Arranger. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Perfect. Okay. So let me move this to the other screen. Add image, so I guess maybe that's not the one we're using. Alright, if I go, I guess it's maybe just being made here. Yeah, it is, okay. Player image, where? Where? Oh, I guess it's right here. 150, 150. Why are they rectangles then? Okay. Health points label, battle points label, and name label. I guess maybe I should just make these larger. And how do I do that? Where are you at? So, if I look at a normal label, let's just go and make a label here real quick. A label. We go here. What is the property for? I guess I'd have to go to theme overrides, fonts, not fonts, font size, and just change that, right? Yeah. Maybe I can just do font size. Let's try it. Health. Helaf. Health. Points label. Dot. I completely forgot. What is it? Oh, font size. That's right. Font. Add. Okay, so I guess we're gonna just do add font theme size override, and then nope, I'm pretty sure that's not it. Can I just do font size? Please tell me I can just do font size. That would be awesome, but I feel like you're not gonna let me do that, Godot. I feel like you're gonna flip the fuck out. Let's do just something crazy. Let's go 500. Just have giant text on the screen. I feel like that's not gonna work, but we're gonna go for it. All right. Nice. Are you loaded? Okay, cool. Loaded in. It's going. Gone. All right, here we go.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
It's your boy King Cobra. It's very sad that his channel got banned. I don't know who was in charge of that, but like King Cobra needs that to survive, guys. You're actually killing him. Although there was a stream. Man, who's that guy? I just subscribed to him on YouTube. It's like Willow something. But he covers King Cobra pretty good. And King Cobra was seen drinking water for the first time the other day. And he posted that. That was very significant. He's a very dry man. He needs water because all he drinks is liquor. But yeah, let's get this Battle Ranger going.
Have fun. Make fun of me. I don't care.
Okay, yeah, font size, value int, obviously not going to work. Let's go ask Grok. Or you know what, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. We'll just figure it out. Can we make a theme and then add it? I guess we could. Let's go health points label dot add theme. Add. Can we just do add theme? Or can we just say dot theme and then put in our yeah, dot theme dot them, and then can we say, is it load, or do we just have to make, I think we have to make a theme. So we'll say var use theme equals is it a load or is it an actual thing we make in Godot and then set it equal to something? Yeah, theme dot new, or well, actually it's saved, so we can say like I don't even think I need to make a variable. I'm just gonna try this. We're gonna say load, and then we'll load the I think I have like a small text. We'll say most readable, and then we'll actually make one. We'll just make one for the battle instantiator. Cool. Battle instantiator text. And then we'll just make that theme. So let me copy this and we'll make sure to save it in that folder. So let's actually go to my 3D, 2D over here, and we'll grab this, and can I just say theme, new theme? We'll go make unique, and we'll save as. We'll go to where's themes, and we'll call this what I was going to call it. Bam, and then we got to call it dot theme, right? Yes, theme. Cool. And now we can select a font. Which fonts do we have? We got a lot of fonts. Let's go Comic Bold, whatever. No, that's Comic Sans. We're not doing Comic Sans. Quick load. What's Papyrus? That's kind of cool. Cool. And then we'll go default size. Let's just go with 30. We'll make it large. Let me do this. I'm going to call this test. We'll say test right here. So that font's kind of cool. I don't know. Very unlegible though. Let's check it. Let's choose a different font maybe. Where is theme? I think it was here, right? Yeah, let's go quick load. What do we got? What the hell is that? Okay, that's not useful. Quick load. Shit. I think maybe Gabriola. How's that look? Whatever, that's good enough. We'll make it, I don't know, 50. 50 seems a little big, maybe like 45. How would that look, you know, up here? We want those images to be bigger. That's still a little big. I think maybe like 35. So I'm just going to hide that, and then we'll go here and... actually, yeah, we got to go to that theme and make it 35 for default fonts. So we'll go here. We'll put this at 35, and then I'll save. I'm just going to save it. Save, and then I'm going to unload it from here, and we'll make sure it loads there. Cool. So I think that'll do it. Let's give that a shot. It's loading up. All right. It is coming together. I think we're getting somewhere. It's just taking a while, and it's kind of like, you know, I only have one person working on it. I've been thinking about like maybe trying to put together like a team of people maybe to like make some type of commercial game and just make some little like fucking mobile game. I don't know. I'm sure we could make some money if we like actually did it right. I wanted to make a gambling site at one point. I saw like people on Kick doing it, and they made money, and it's like, man, you know, I guess it's like somewhat immoral, but it's also really cool if you could get all that infrastructure together and do it. Okay, so these are bigger for sure. That's bigger. Nice. I like that.
Uses lawyer.
But it's a little too big, and we have to arrange where they're going to be at.
Have fun. Make fun of me.
What's going on with
Cool.
YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
So let's. I'm just going to move this to the other screen, and then I'll keep working. All right, nice. We have to adjust where they are. Cool. I think I'll just get rid of all of these for right now. Oh, I need some coffee. So looking at it, I guess the first thing that I'm seeing is that the brackets are way too big, and these are, I think those are actually maybe the size I want, maybe just, what, like 25% smaller. So the brackets will be 150. I don't think it's going to update. No, I won't update. Obviously, because you'd have to run through that function first. And then we want maybe, instead of 150, 150. So this would be the width. Let's go 125. I think that might do us a little better. And then we'll have to adjust it here. 1,250. Now, 125. I think that'll get us pretty good. Name label dot position, battle points label, and then we got the health points label dot position. So we're making these bigger, so we're gonna have to move those down. So let me take a look, and then we'll add the theme in for all of them, and then that might make it easier too. So let me just grab this, and I'm going to Control C and Control V a couple times. And I think we need the name label and the battle points battle points label. Nice, wonderful, going great. Hell yeah. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. All right, let's give that a shot. We gotta reload the whole thing. And I'm gonna put back on some music. Let's go to techno. Let's see what I got in the techno playlist. Oh no, I hate that song. We're gonna skip this one. Synthetic Regrets. Let's try that. cool. That's pretty good. So, yeah, we'll hit I, we'll hide the inventory, we'll go here, we'll grab Cobra, and we'll instantiate a battle, start a battle up. And should appear. Boom, yeah, so that's looking better. We're gonna have to bring it down a little bit though, so you can see the whole head. We look at Baldur's Gate, we should probably take a look at that and see how that looks. But yeah. So yeah, we just gotta space everything out a little more. So the name label, let's go 15, let's go 45, and let's go 75. And that'll just make everything come down on the page a little more. And then we're also going to have to add an X offset. I'm going to move this up here. And this is kind of in reverse order, but it's easy to see. So we're going to be moving the name label, that'll be coming down. This is going to be coming down, and that's going to be coming down even further. And we might have to make them red, or we might have to add like a little background image to them or something, because they are pretty hard to see. And then, yeah, what else are we going to do here? Just trying to think. I mean, how does it look? Does it look good? Do you guys like it? I think it looks like shit. I think it looks great. We're going for a homegrown charm here, so I think I need to make those brackets smaller, and we will do that. We also need to make the red one for the enemy Cyrax here. What are we? If I print players .get class, okay, and we'll also leave a little message for ourselves saying here is players class UI sheet. Here we go. Nice. Let's rerun that. I think it's working. I think it'll work this time. We have so much to fix. Okay. Fun shit here. Load the game. Sorry, I was thinking about another function. It would crashed. It would be fucked. Alright. Boom. We grab the Cobra. Bang. We move him over to fight. We get our battle instantiator. Oh, we need to bring it down too. That's looking a little better. At least we can see what they have. So, yeah. Nice. And then I don't think that updates. I want like animations for when they update, but that does update. Cool. So, what are we gonna do? Let's take a look. We need to. So, the name, maybe we need to move that into like a separate thing underneath it. And it shouldn't be Best Cobra, it should just be Cobra. I guess because we have some issues with that. That's looking good. Let's try maybe changing the color of those or something. If I go here, let me go back to my 2D. And I go to this label, and I go to quick load, and I load my battle instantiator text, and then I mess around with this stuff. Damn. I always forget how that shit works. We could just do a theme override, maybe. Whatever. I'm not going to mess around with that too much. I'm just going to leave it for now. Let's just focus on getting it looking a little better. So, I think I need to put like some type of thing behind it to make it kind of stand out a little bit. Because these images are pretty light. So I'll just make like a little texture rec behind each of them. And then I'll bring them forward in the X, and then I'll make a better brackets too. Alright. Cool. What if I do this? I just grab this and I kind of smash it in like that. Pretty shitty. I think that's not bad though. Whatever. And then we'll do the same on the other side. I don't really feel like making a whole thing. Where does it go to? Right about there, you think? About here. I think that's good. Okay, yeah, we'll export that. File, export as. Better. Brackets. Yeah. And then we're gonna have to open that back up. Better brackets. And we'll do color, colorize. We'll make it a bright green like we did before. I guess like over here. And we'll go file, export as, and we gotta go to documents, Barber's Gate, Godot project, go to the UI, and we'll overwrite it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then we'll go color, colorize, we'll grab the red. Like that, so we know it's an enemy. And we'll go file, export as, and we gotta grab red. And yes, replace it. Export it. And then we'll go here. And then we'll have to reload that, so. It's gonna take a second for our damn scene to load, but we'll have all of our cows' faces and they should be more visible now. I need to also change the X offset of their names and shit. And then I'll probably make like a little nice little name display underneath them. Alright. We hit I, we'll hide that, grab Cobra. Let's move on over there. Okay. Alright, so the brackets look a little bit better. We need to bring the whole thing down because it's still being clipped on the top. I think I can actually do that. If I just go here, I go to the 2D. If I just grab this panel, can I just bring it down on the Y and it'll show up, right? Let's try that. Yeah. So that looks better. Nice. It is a little big. We might have to bring that, scale that back just a little bit. And I gotta make Cyrax, we gotta make his thing transparent. Like the rest of them. And Cobra, we gotta make his transparent. I thought I had a transparent one for him. Whatever. Yeah, we can use mugshots for a lot of these guys. I don't think King Cobra's mugshot was released, but he was in jail for a little while. Because Clint couldn't handle him. But yeah, I do like how this is coming out. I just need to... I think I need to move this name into like some type of nameplate that's better attached to like the middle or something. And it needs to account for the size. which is brutal. But these should be okay. The battle points and HP. We need to make them probably different colors. So, cool. We need to figure out how to use a theme override. If anybody knows how to use a theme override, let me know. Health points label. Dot, oh. Theme type variation. Let's take a look at that. Set theme type variation value. If the theme cannot set theme type variation, theme type, base type. Awesome, that's not what I want. Set font size. What the hell? Is there a set color? So can we just call set color? That would be great. I didn't know you could do that. What is this? That's theme. Awesome. So that's not, this is great. So what are we, this is the control, not what I want. Fucker. If I go to label and I just go open documentation, let's take a look at that. What function is it in here that I can just change the fucking color of it? I just want to have it blue for battle points and red for health, you know? Get character bounds, that might be useful to us. Line spacing, outline size, font size. So I guess we can just change the font size. What about the color? Control F, we'll just search color. Font color, awesome. So I guess we can just change the font color. Let's try that. I didn't believe that would work. Let's give it a shot. Cool. Equals, and then we gotta make a color, right? Color, and we'll just do 0, 0, what is it, RGB, that's blue, so we actually want the 1 over here, 0 over here, and I think these have to be, I think it's gotta be like that, right? Cool, and yeah, we're gonna have to, we'll just see if that works first. This song is long as hell. Alrighty, we're loading it on in. I think it's gonna look better. Okay, anytime now. Alright, let's click on Cobes. Cool. Oh, what do you mean? Invalid assignment of property font color with a value of type color on a base object label. So do I have to do like set theme override or something? And then this is how it would work in my mind. I don't think this is how it actually works though. But you would do like this. right? You would be like, set theme override. Here's what I'm trying to override. Here's the color. Is that what it... That's usually how Godot works, but I don't think that's how it works. Let me do this. I'm going to write made up shit. Made up shit right here. Because if I go to the label, and I go to open documentation, what if I just control F override? I'm sure there is a function, I just don't know. Where is it? Sorry. Is there not like a... label settings. Label settings, a resource that can be shared between... Interesting. Oh, great. So yeah, there's probably like a whole thing to this. So is that how I access it? Set label settings. I bet it is. Let's try that. Okay, so if I say... I thought you had a set label setting in here. What the fuck? Oh, can we call this set font color? Label settings are the resource that provides common settings to customize the text in a label. It will take priority over the properties defined in control.theme. Great. I hate fucking with UI. Alright, let's not do that. And I say, theme type variation. What the hell is that? The name of a theme type variation used by this control to look up its own theme names. When empty, the class name is button. If the theme cannot be found using the type or its space. You know what? I'm gonna ask Rock. Fuck it, let me do that. Yeah, let me pull that up actually. How do I change the color of a label in Godot 4? I want to use the same theme for all the labels, but have them different colors. I'm sure this is easy stuff, but okay, yeah, we got the theme. Nice. Add theme color override. There we go. That was the missing one. Let's try that. I guess we could do that. Okay, let's give that a shot. Alright. Whoops. Okay, we'll get rid of that shit. So that is basically what I said right there, but I just had the wrong fucking thing, I guess. This is how it would make sense to me. Let's hide that, and let's give that a shot. I like to, you know, I'm on the same level as Grok right here, you know, in thinking capabilities, clearly. We came up with the same inputs for that function. So I'm like a super genius computer. I got divine intellect. That's why I work shipping packages, actually. All right. All right. Please just change color and don't error. There we fucking go. I am a genius. Mensa member over here.
Lolcow uses voyeur.
Alright. So health points are 10. I mean, not 10, but they're red. We gotta make the battle points a little better. And we gotta space it out a little more and maybe add something behind it. And then maybe we'll shrink down the player's face or whatever, or something like that. And then I want to make like a nameplate. Let's actually look at how, if I can find an image of Baldur's Gate, how did they handle this shit? Let me pull one up. Baldur's Gate 3 images. So I bring this over here. Is there like an unmodded Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay? Can I just see this picture? You fucker. Am I really gonna have to save this picture just to look at it? Is there a high resolution one I can save? Awesome. That's a good one. We'll just go save image as. We'll save it in here. Textures random. I hate the way everything is organized, sorry. I don't really have any organization, so it takes me a second to find shit. Oh my god, of course, yeah, details, date, sort by date. There we fucking go, thank you. Alright. So, horrible picture also, awesome, great. But, yeah, so I guess this is how it handles it, where you kind of, as soon as it is that character's turn, it shows you all their stuff. But I don't really like that, I like to be able to see everyone's shit. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm kind of a boomer. I think they have, like, you know, like, this shit looks good, and I just feel like in the game I only clicked on a few of these. I don't know. And the mini-map, it's like, you can't even use it like RuneScape. If you clicked over here, like, it should move you to that position, but you can't do that. Instead, you have to, like, zoom the camera out and then click around. That is the dumbest shit. It takes forever to get anywhere. I don't know. Baldur's Gate, I kind of like this game, but, like, it's like the combat was really fun, but everything else about the game just absolutely sucked. But yeah, so yeah, I just did kind of wanted to see how that was handled. I guess there's this one too. So yeah, it just kind of shows up and you see their effects right there. It's almost a mirror image, so yeah. But I definitely want to see the health points and shit. I think that's cool. And I'm blind as a fucking bat, so that's a good image. What happens if I maximize this? Awesome, that's looking good. So it actually stays right there, and that's fine. I guess I would have to. I gotta fix this. I'm not sure what's up with that. Cool. I guess we'll keep going. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna add a little thing behind it that makes it kind of obscured? I think I should. Let me do this. I'm gonna go back into GIMP and go File, New, and we'll make a little, let's go 250, and the height will be, what do you say, maybe, 75. I'm gonna go add alpha channel. We'll make it. We're just gonna grab that and get rid of all the stuff that's there, and then I'm gonna make like a little smoky texture, and we'll just put this behind the labels or whatever. We'll just make it a generic white color, and then we can modulate it, I think. Actually, we should probably make it a dark color. We'll just make it black and go like that. Maybe a little more on the ends here. In the middle. Perfect. And then we will file, export as. And this is going to be, we'll just call this smudge. Smudge.png. And then we'll instantiate that behind our health points and shit. And then maybe we can make them smaller once we have that black background. I think that'll help us out. Yeah, I just gotta take a quick bathroom break, so I'm gonna put this up on the screen. BRB 5 minutes. Yeah, give me 1 second. Alright, so, yeah. Nice and cool. Let's go ahead and put that thing behind him. So, we'll call it, what are we going to call it? We'll just do this. Var, backer health. Var, backer name. Actually, we got to do the name somehow differently. Yeah, and where is it pulling them from? It's pulling them from these actual names. So, can I rename this without having any errors? That would be... let's just try it. Rename this to Cobra. And then we're going to run it and see if we get any errors. Watch my entire project crash. That would be great. Grok is pretty good. I haven't really tried Grok, and then I watched another YouTuber who was doing Godot stuff, and they said Grok was good, so I tried Grok, and it's working pretty decent. ChatGPT keeps on, like, it just will not load shit. And I'll be like, what the fuck, man? Nice. Or sometimes it pulls a bunch of bullshit out that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay.
What's going on with you two?
Have fun. Make fun of me. Have fun. Make fun of me.
Okay. What was I even checking? I forgot.
Aggregator uses lawyer.
Sorry. Oh, that's right. We wanted to see what class we printed out too. Oh, they're all character body 3Ds. That's right, because we're getting the actual. So yeah, let's get them by the group. So, let's see. We add these to what group? Let's go to this one. Enemy class. So, if they're an enemy, they're in the group enemy. Awesome. So we'll actually do it by the group. We'll check by group for the UI instead of checking by whatever the hell we were. So, we'll say what if players dot is in group, and we'll throw that in there. We'll do that. Then we'll give them red brackets. So else they'll get the green brackets because they're friendly. And what else was I even testing? Yeah. Backer name. That's right. We're going to do something different. Backer battle points. We'll just do that. Backer battle points. This is the amount of times we can attack points. Is that how you spell point? I don't know. It's good enough. It's going to be a texture. What is it? Just a texture rect? Yeah. Just give me the texture rect dot new. And cool. So I guess we'll see if we instantiate this on top. I think we have to add it as a child of. We might have to add the labels as childs of these, as children's of these. So backer battle point dot expand mode. We got to set that to expand ignore size. Can't wait. I'll just copy this. Oh, I think we should have to. I'm gonna copy this whole line right here. Just not to try too hard today. It's a friggin' Saturday. Backer battle point expand mode. So we're making it expand to whatever size we want. Then we have to put in a size for it. We'll put in a custom minimum size. Probably because the one we have I just chose randomly. We'll paste that there, and we definitely won't be that big. We're just gonna go, I think, let's go like 20 by 75. Cool. And then we're gonna add it as a child of add child. And so if we go to I, this is our character image. I.add child. That's not declared yet. Awesome. So we have to do that down here. Awesome. Yeah, I guess we'll do it right after the brackets. I guess we'll just start. Let's add shit here. I'm gonna leave a little comment. Let's add all shit here. Maybe. IDK. Perhaps. I think. Alright, there we go. We got enough wiggle room on that. So add child. And we're adding the... I lost my place. Up here. Battle points. That's right. Backer battle point. This is going to be added here. And then I think I want to add the label as a child of the backer battle point now. So if I do this, damn, maybe that's not such a good idea. Let's just see if I can get this to be behind that one instead of adding it as a child there. And we'll set its position equal to 45. What's the problem? Oh, I can't call it there? Yeah, that would make sense. I need to call it up here. And yeah, we'll just set its position. How's it going, Phoenix? We're working on the UI for this game. We're trying to get it looking a little bit better. I'm trying to put a backer behind these so that you can basically see them better. So it'll say like battle points 5 and there'll be like a little transparent thing behind it, but I gotta get it in there now. It's all done through code, so it's a little annoying, but I think this should do it. And then I also gotta do this var will go x offset equals, I don't know, what should we do? Let's go with 10. I think 10 is a good one. But we're going to set everything. We're going to give everything a x offset down here because everything's kind of messed up. So let me grab like this, and we'll say dot x, and I'm going to do the same thing. Battle points label, and this should be battle points. Whoops. Health points label. Okay, yeah, those are two different things. Sorry. I might not have done this the best way, but... okay, so we're adding X here. We gotta add X to this one as well. Control C. X equals X offset. Awesome. And so we have the health points label. Let me kind of differentiate these a little bit. We got to get the name label dot position dot x plus, I mean, equals x offset. So this should push them all out a little bit on the x, and we're going to have to do that for the battle backer as well. But we're setting that up here. So let's just copy this whole line and bring that down and add the x and say x equals x offset. And then we're also going to, I'm going to grab this and bring it down here. So let me just add a little comment. X positions, and we'll say Y positions. I don't know why I did that, but it makes me feel better. Cool. So that should work. We got all of them set to an X. We got them set there. Let's give that a shot and see what happens. What do we got here? If I go to my indie playlist, what do we have? All right, I need some coffee. Cool. Let's invade Ricada's space and see how he reacts with violence. And yeah, we should get our battle instantiator.
Deprecator uses Blair.
Huh. Our texture didn't show up. Backer battle points.
What's going on with you two? It's your boy King Cobra.
So if I go to backer battle point, expand mode, custom minimum size, 2075, add child, position.y equals 45, x offset. So why is it not showing up anywhere? It should be like right underneath this, or maybe hovering somewhere above there, but I don't see it anywhere on here. I want to make sure I got it all added right. Backer battle point. Oh, we never set the texture, that's why. Backer battle point equal point texture equals load, and we gotta load in what do we call it, smudge. There we go. Let's give that a shot. We gotta reload. I know everyone loves the loading screen, everyone's favorite screens. Damn, this takes a lot of time. When I started, it was like I had a whole day, and now it's like I'm almost out of time for the day. Not really. Oh, that's right. I can stay up late tonight. I thought it was Sunday. It's got Sunday vibes, this song. Alrighty. Do. There we go. That smudge is kind of messed up, but it is showing up. Okay.
Have fun. Make fun of me all you want. I don't care.
What's going on with you two? It's your boy King.
Cool. So let's see. Where did I go wrong? Custom minimum size 20 and 75. 20 on the X and 75 on the Y. Okay, yeah. So it should be 20 and 75. Very big brain right there. From a CNC machinist, and I'm like, oh no, just fuck the X and the Y. It don't matter. It don't matter. Ain't none of this matters. Okay, and then I also want to maybe change the backer battle point. Can we modulate this bastard to be a little looking good? Thank you. Color, and we'll go what is black? Black would be 0 0 0, and then we want to have like 0.1. And then we say, how does modulate work? Set modulates the color applied in the canvas item. Oh, let's do self-modulate. Set self-modulate, okay. Set self modulate, and then we could do like cool shit, like make this flash whenever we get hit or something. That would be awesome. Nice, yeah. So let's try it. While it's loading, I'm gonna grab more coffee. You'll probably still hear me talking though. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. If anyone's working on any projects, feel free to talk about it or whatever. I'm making a website for this game pretty soon. Shit. All right. So yeah, I gotta show off the website I'm making for this game. It's pretty awesome. Okay.
Have fun. Make fun of me. Have fun. Make fun of me.
All right. How's that looking? What?
Ricada uses
I think I modulated it right out of existence, honestly. Yeah, I think so. I gotta change that. So if I set this at 1, that would make it totally visible, right? Let's go 0.0. I think these have to be floats. Float RGBA, yeah, that's the alpha. So we'll just put that at 1, make it completely visible. Well, actually, let's put it 7.5, because either way, we should see something, right? Whether it's 25% visible or 75% invisible, it doesn't matter. That's using your head right there. And 0, this should all be black if it's all 0, 0, 0, right? I don't know. I think so. I believe so. That's my educated guess. Let's Rockaroony. Rockaroony Fantasy Camp. I used to love Metalocalypse, dude. I used to get wasted and watch that show every day.
What's going on with you?
Alrighty. Now what?
Make fun of me.
There we go. So it's being instantiated. It's just a little off, but cool. I mean, that's what we're looking for.
uses boiler.
Yeah. Awesome.
Fun of me.
The ice cream truck is outside my house. Should I run out there and grab an ice cream cone? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't have any money available right now. I'm not any cash. I can't pay out there with a fucking credit card. I can bring out a bunch of quarters. I'm pretty fucked up though. Come out there with like 75 cents short. I'm like, oh, you gotta spot me, dude. Ah, dude, I'm on these pills, dude. Okay, so let's think about this. Backer battle points, awesome. So instead of 20, we'll probably make it 40, probably double that. And how's it looking? A little too big, so we'll make this like 50. 55 right there, yeah, good. And we're gonna go 55 here too, make it a little more transparent. Color's not being modulated at all. Nice, I think that'll look good. And we'll also do another one for the other one. Backer health. Let me just copy and paste all this. Okay, and then we're gonna grab this and put it here. Can I do this? I can. Wow. Damn, Godot has upgraded since the old days. And that should make it cool. And then we have to add the child down here as well. Backer health points. There we go. Nice, and we're gonna have to do this too. And can I just do like Control X and then Control V and Control V? Nice, okay. We'll just say backer health. Awesome. There we go. Yeah. And instead of 45, it's going to be 75. Cool. With the X offset will stay exactly the same, so we'll give that a shot. All right. Taking a second. Do-do-do-do-do. I need to get a new chair. This one squeaks too much. Okay, so we'll walk over here. Go to turn-based, and we should get our shit popping up. Yeah, that's kind of more like what I'm looking for. I think, honestly, with the backer, I can probably make them a little bit smaller and not have them so crazy. So let's do that. If I go to my theme, can I just change them and it changes them? Oh. Yeah, so I think I need to change this maybe to the third child now? I don't know. Maybe the third or the fourth. I'm gonna go with 4. I think that'll be right. But the other thing I need to fix is what? I need to make these smaller. Okay, let's go to that label. Where's my default text size? Let's just change this to, can we go 10 smaller, and can we still see that? Let's try that. Alrighty. We load in. Let's choose Cobra and attack Ricada like always. Okay, yeah, that's looking better. And then I'll update these a little bit. Yeah. I think for now I'm probably gonna have to take a break because I gotta go get some food. I'm like friggin' starving. But yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in. I'm gonna go probably be back on later today. But yeah, it's all looking good. I guess I'll run through what I can do right now. We got Cobra. We can use green smoke. Let me pause that. So he's still getting stuck in some functions, so we got to fix that. If we end our turn, we'll go to Ralph. We can spin him around. We got some props on him right now that are kind of stuck there. We got a Chinese vape that says poison on the front, and then we got a burger in the trash, a trash burger. So
Ethan Ralph uses kill stream kick.
we can do the kill stream kick.
Ethan Ralph uses hardened guns.
So we can do hardened guns, and then we can end our turn. Well, don't be pissed at my game, DSB. I just, you know, give me more time. So we can use Snort, and that'll heal some health, but it doesn't update. Did it update here? I don't know. Let me try that again. So we have 8. We have 8. Looks like it's not updating, no. And then, can we use Beg? We don't have enough battle points. Alright, well, let's end our turn. Cyrax is now attacking. I guess his walking animation's a little busted.
Cyrax uses stink.
Cool, so we did actually take damage from that. And then he ends his turn. Awesome. So Cyrax is working a little bit better. It's DSP's turn now, I guess. Interesting. Oh, no, it's, whose turn is it?
What's going on with you two? It's your boy King Cobra.
Well. Cool. Oh, so we can burn Ricada. Let's try that again. Light him on fire, Cobra. We don't know what we clicked on. Light him on fire, Cobra. Oh no. We got an error. Oh, animation not found, react. We don't have that one. We go to Nick Ricada. Let's look at his animations. I think it should be like React A or something. It should be one of these. Let's say take hits large or whatever. Take hit large. Cool. But yeah, so that's what we have for right now. I think I'm going to take a break for now, just 'cause I got to get some food. But yeah, everything in here is looking really good. I think I'm trying to get like combat done, you know, maybe by the end of like next month. Maybe have like a little demo people can come and download and play. I think that would be really awesome. And then I'll show off my website real quick. Let me go to VS Code real quick. Alright, let me go to my... We'll open it with live server. Yeah, I got this Lolcow video game, and we have the... you can like click through, you can see the story and everything. But if we go to like Ethan Ralph, we have the abilities, we have like current whereabouts, criminal status, sobriety check, sober as a judge, bitch. Political alignment, whoever will come on the show. I think that's pretty furry. I mean, pretty pretty funny. We got Ada Wolf, friends, gay furry, Persip, autistic gay furry. That's really funny. Main enemies, Joshua Moon of the Kiwi Farms, the Kino Casino, and the American justice system. Yeah, and then we have like how he's supposed to be used in the game. Ralph can use his rage to fight past the point of any mortal man. His dependency on hard drugs can be difficult to facilitate, but allows for massive buffs in combat. So yeah, and then I'm going to add more abilities. I'm going to add some stats. And I want to add a way for people to like, you know, put some input in and add feedback and be like, you know, this ability didn't work or whatever when I have like trials. But yeah, we got like Nick Ricada here. But yeah, I'm putting this together. If I go to like some of the lower ones here, like we got Cyrax, but the abilities are from Cobra. Yeah, and then this is just some things that I'm getting in here. Dark Side Phil. But so yeah, and then I'm gonna have like a update and all that shit. But yeah, so I like this project. I'm going forward with it. I'm gonna release it. I don't think anyone should take anything too seriously. It's just a bunch of bullshit. But I don't know. I'm gonna take it as far as I can go. But yeah.